Hello, fellow builders. Welcome back to the bench. I'm glad you're here. I'm Kelvin, the mediocre modeler, and we're working on part 2 of the Alphabet Squad secret base. Now, I shouldn't assume that just because you're here and you're maybe into the sci-fi, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But, just for a short synopsis, Alphabet Squad is a squadron of pilots in the Star Wars universe, and they're called Alphabet Squad because they all fly different ships: X-wing, Y-wing, B-wing, A-wing, and U-wing. Okay. I just didn't want to assume. You can look it up, whatever. But now that we're on the same page, I was really hoping to get something physical this week, and we did. But before we get to that, I want to share something with you. I really enjoyed doing the Friday update. It was helping me to have a deadline to where I got to get stuff done. I have to get this done. This happens because I said it's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's very constructive to your process to have a deadline. But also gave me a chance to kind of share with you some of the things that I ran across during the week, because usually when I'm doing a build, it's all about the build. So I want to do a little bit of both. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm going to do the straight builds and then do some kind of I don't know. But I did want to share with you what I ran across this week. I'm always talking about, the model. Go build something. What's the thing that keeps people from getting started? It's usually something like the cost of a model or whatever. Well, I just happened to be in Hobby Lobby, and I found that they were having a sale on the models. 40% off. Now, granted, here it is, the day before the sale ends. It's on April the 10th. But there are some really good models out there for 40% off. And Hobby Lobby does this all the time. So if there's ever a way to try and get into it to see if you're gonna like building a model, if you remember building it as a kid, and see if you're gonna want to go back to that hobby, or you just want to restock your supplies or whatever, this is the perfect way to do it and save money. Of course, I had to pick up something while I was there. So I picked up the Flamin' Bumblebee. Now, this is a little bit different Bumblebee than I'm used to. So I'm used to the Gen 1 Bumblebee from Transformers, or the Transformer, which is the Camaro from the more current movies. This one here, I'm going to have to do a little bit of digging to find out exactly what universe we're in here, but it's Bumblebee. He has a giant sledgehammer-y looking thing, which, I mean, come on. And Bumblebee's just cool. So this will be a future build at some point. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Star Wars Secret Base. Let's get to it, shall we? So, we have our sketch for our layout of what it's supposed to be. What it's going to look like, right? Now, we're still going to hold on to this. Actually, we're going to put this on the bottom. So underneath there, because we're going to continue to reference that. So this is a sheet of MDF, 1/4 inch. It's 11.5 by 24, right? And then what I've done, so what I've done is just gotten a regular piece of wood, a 1x. I'm trying to be more specific for you. So I've got a 1x there, and where are we? Oh. You're going to have 2 cubes, the upright, and then the upper portion. So just to get this bottom part done, I've gone ahead and connected my 1, 2, boom. Put that there. We've got another one on the other side. Make sure we are straight across. And now I can just go on ahead and fill these in all the way across. And also ensure that they're all back on the same plane. In theory, there's probably the little keepers to where when you put the two of them together like this, the little keepers, there should be, they're going to have to be ones down here to keep these in place. I don't necessarily need the ones on the vertical, but I'll probably put them in there anyway because I have them. But, boom, boom, to make sure those don't go anywhere, I took my nail gun and I just ran two, boom, boom, in there like that. So now they're a little bit long. So we are going to shorten them up. Actually, no, this is what we're going to do. First, we're going to put some more in to make sure that we are not moving this at all. Come on. Alright, so obviously the nails are popping through. I'm going to be moving my hands back and forth across here. I just don't want to get myself cut or poked. So just knock those off, and you can just tap these down. We're eventually probably going to put some felt or something over the bottom of this anyway, or put some feet on here so that it won't scratch the shelf that it's on. But as it stands, and granted, I did push a couple of back up a little bit more. We can take care of that. Okay. Let's see. So basically, all we have is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different tiles. And I'm trying to kind of break it up so you don't have, they just look similar. Except I want these 3 together because they're going to be like arrows saying, look up to the platform. So that's what that's saying. I've 3D printed this pipe here and made it to go there. Doing also the same thing here. There's going to be a pipe that goes from here to there. Okay? I'm going to put 2 radar dish type things here. We're going to call those shield generators. So I'm going to need to come up with a design to put 2 identical things here. And that's why I've, this arches this way and this arches this way, but it puts the circle in the corner. So that's the symmetry there. And then I just need to come up with something for that because I don't want that just to be an open hole. And it might be another gun, I don't know. But for right now, this is the layout. Yeah. We've reached the next phase in that these panels have been screwed down. I went and picked up some number 6 1/2-inch wood screws, and in the little holes, let's see, that you would mount your stand for your model, that's how I was mounting it down to the wood as opposed to gluing it down. Like I said, I've got this pipe here. That's a pipe that I designed and 3D printed to connect those two to make it look a little bit different, as well as this one here. Now, this, I'm very happy with the fact that I use my calipers to measure these holes and come up with a good pipe size, and it fits perfectly. But you can kind of see a little bit of opening around that. To fix that problem, I decided to make like a collar. So it's just a bigger ring that goes around the end of this, right? And it's got a so it's just a little ring with a chamfer on it, and it fits over both ends, at least it's supposed to. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Okay. There. So what this does for me, it gives me a surface area to glue this to this. So now we can do that. Push it back some. There. Flip forward. Yeah. So now it looks a little bit more finished. I like it. I like it. So now I can glue that to that. That's good. Glue that to that. That's good. That corner's good. And so we've got some other different pieces in here. This is actually the bottom section to DS9. I had it in my parts drawer when I was trying to find things to fill in spaces. I'm like, that's already built, looks good, looks like it fits in this motif. That guy's gonna live right there. This is to the Slave 1, and I need to figure out some kind of mount. I need to go in and model up a little mount for that to go there, and then I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with my shield generator-y things that go there. I think I'm just having the idea now that I'm going to go in and 3D print a small version of the shield generators from Hoth. There's a file where it's just the half. It's, the little half moon deal. I'm thinking if I make it smaller and glue two of them together, put one here, and in my head, maybe it could be so these could be the super strong shield generators, and this could be like a hologram projector or radio dish or whatever. But see, I still have that one. So radio dish, holographic projector, shield generators. That's the plan. And this one will probably just stay open, or I don't know. We'll find something funky to live there. But that's the plan. So let's get to it. Okay, first part of the plan, communications dish. So, remember, Slave 1. So I went and digging through my scrap pieces and found that piece there, which is off of a Warhammer armor thing. It's rocket jetpack thing. And then the pedestal, right? I did that in Fusion 360, printed it out. So that guy's living right there. It's perfect height. Everything's great. Once you get paint all over that thing, you won't even be able to tell it was two different things. Okay. Went to Thingiverse, found the shield generator program, downloaded it, scaled it to the size of this here, and we're good to go. And here's two of them glued together, right? And so we're going to have one live here and one live here. No, here. Okay? But they needed to be mounted to something. I didn't like having that open. So I designed this base for it to go onto. And so that'll just glue onto that like that. And I wanted it to sit at an angle. So I went in and designed that guy. Alright. So it'll go in there like that. That's glued to that. It'll sit at the angle. And we're good to go. In the okay, in order to be a scratch builder, let me show you something. In order to be a scratch builder, you have to have things to scratch build with. This is just Star Wars stuff. How Hulk got in there, I don't know. But this is all just Star Wars stuff. Just this drawer. I have a drawer with just Star Trek stuff in it. I've got a drawer with just engine parts, just wheels, just clear, just chrome, space stuff, armor, 1/44 scale, 1/72 scale. Okay? And before the 3D printer, if I wanted a shield generator, I would just have to go, well, I need to find something in my scrap bin that I can glue the pieces together to look all Star Warsy and look like a shield generator. Who's going to tell you it's wrong? It's, it's fictional. The beautiful thing about the 3D printer is that you can go in and find something specifically from that. There isn't a person alive who's into Star Wars that doesn't know what that is. So you're going to be able to know, and it's just a wonderful thing to have moved that drawer of spare parts into a design you can pull from your head to create the other pieces you need to finish this off. It's a game changer. I keep saying it, and without a doubt, it's a game changer. So get a 3D printer. Have some fun. But where we are right now, I think we're at a good place to stop for you guys, because this is just basic gluing. Glue. That's going to live there. And the next step is to build the support structure on this back side so we can start laying our deck work out across there. I still have to design the back wall. I don't think it's going to have a... No, I haven't decided whether I'm going to enclose the top or what. I just want the light to be able to be seen for like the shield door or whatever. Some more decisions have to be made, but they're not going to get made right here and right now. Okay, I'm going to get back on top of this so we can have something to look at next week. So until then, have fun, be safe, and go build something. Go to Hobby Lobby, 40% off, ends tomorrow, April 10th. Alright, see ya. Pew 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 pew.